Hello there, everybody. Welcome on back to the modded rotation streak. We're blue baby boys today. Triple question mark my ass. Here's your seed XCOID for NA and a dos. A two is what that is right there. There's your seed. How you guys doing? Boy, it's been a little bit, honestly, since the last rotation streak video. There's a lot to talk about, just in general, but I want to give you just a little bit of an update on where I've been, what's been going on with me. I try to be at least, yeah, sure, it's bad for us, but I'll take it. Many people are very picky about this item. I like this item. I think it's a good item. We are actually in a killing chamber right here. I think it's a good item. It's a massive tier rate up. However, the damage downgrade is indeed a bad thing, but damage is the easier thing to get than the tiers, so we will roll with it and we'll figure it out and life will be okay. Okay, I try to keep my videos personal from time to time, like not personal as in, you know, I'm gonna talk to you about all my problems, but personal as in, you know, I try to be relatable to you guys. I try to make it seem like I'm just a normal human, like that has the same feelings and emotions that you guys do. You know, I don't know how many times I'll pop into, like, you know, the official Isaac Discord or the Isaac Reddit, and I'll just like say hi, and then somebody will be like, OMG, it's my lord. And I'm like, okay, no, because I'm just a stupid boy in college who knows nothing and is here because he makes crappy videos on the internet. Like, I'm not anything special. I try to make sure that you guys all know that, and that I can be a relatable figurehead for you. And this is opened up now. We were here. Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. Okay, let's fight the boss real quick here. It's a horrible first floor, and this is a horrible boss to be fighting, so excellent. Very happy to be living the life that I am indeed living, but I've been very busy of late. It's been a midterm week for me for school, which those of you that don't know what midterms are, they're essentially just like halfway through a period of schooling. For us, it's semesters. We have a bunch of exams in all of our classes. So it was kind of an exam week for me. It is of an exam week for me. It's still ongoing, and I'm still dying inside, but I will be okay. The exam that I was very, very worried about was the one that happened today. Today.
I found pills.
Thanks for that. Crappy right there. Dislike that with a fervent passion. Let's take this and let's go open up the double key room, because why the hell not? Honestly, when all is broken in life, just break it some more. Why don't ya? So that is fine. It's a full run reroll. Why not, dude? Why not? We now have the Halo, money equals power, and Scorpio. Honestly, knocked it out of the park. This is infinitely better than what we started with there. So fine by me if you never leave, and I can live like this forever. It's all I need. We'll head on down. But I've been a busy boy. Basically the exam I've been studying for, and many of you know, I've talked about it a little bit in other videos. I take a cryptography course. Insanely interesting stuff. I can go into it a little bit if you'd like me to. But I did very poor on the first exam. I mean, really, everybody did very poor on the first exam. To put it into perspective, I got below a 70 on the exam, which is a failing grade in the United States. And that was above average. So I really needed a good grade on the exam that I took today. So I've been studying my ass off for it, to the point where, like, I haven't recorded a video in like a good week and a half. I had a decent backlog a week and a half ago, so I was able to kind of roll that for a while. But my backlog has run cold. My memory's just been sold. My backlog was the centerfold. But I'm I'm back, kind of. I still, like, it's gonna be, tonight's supposed to be, I'm just recording a lot. It's late now, Tyler. It's 12 o'clock in the morning right now. It's a little late, I won't deny that, but, is it good late? I can't believe you hurt me. I despise everything that you are as a human being. How about we... Now, you know what? I'm gonna keep lottery ticket. We will be taking that 100% down in the next floor. I'm gonna take Perthrow into the devil deal here. And the attempts to get an item that I can take. Because right now, I cannot take an item. And there's a good chance that rolling angel deals may be the move on this run. I don't know. You know, it's hard to tell. But if I can get damage from a devil deal, that's actually a great item right here for a tears up. If I can get damage, yeah, like 100% you take that, and you move on with your life. And then I mean, this is a weird scenario. I got two really good items, and now I don't really know what to do with the one that I got right here. Perthrow's just not as good. I'm going to be real with you. It's not as good, and I think that it benefits us to take lottery ticket, which spawns a reroll machine, as you saw. It's simply better in every way, and I'm going to take it instead. So, that's good. But I'm back. It's been a while since I've recorded Isaac. I did a little bit, like, I played a little bit of Isaac, doing some stuff, if only I had the full card, doing some stuff for a top 10 video that I'm working on. So, like, I did a little bit of Isaac, but I haven't necessarily played. So, hopping right into a Blue Baby run is dangerous. Solely because I haven't been on the Isaac grind, so I'm a little bit, I wouldn't say rusty, but not having played for a little bit, I could be not as in the groove as I was going into this. You know, we've started, the rotation streak has been difficult so far. And hopefully this run right here is a sign that things are on the up and up, and we're going to have a couple of just nice steamrolly runs here. But we've had some tough ones of late, so we'll hope for the best, obviously. That's a weird one. I really don't think I want Firemind. I think that only hurts our run. Firemind's great damage, don't get me wrong, but I will blow myself up with it, like almost a guarantee. By the way, I should add, I know that I'm in the middle of like 16 conversations. It's a Tyler video. What do you friggin' expect? And it's late now, Tyler. So what do you friggin' expect? Also, impossible enemy. So appreciate it. Admin, fix your game. I'm actually a little mad. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. That's fine. You think I care? Is there gonna... Yeah, no, the room's done. I was gonna say, you better not make me go back in there, or I'm going to be one angry boy. And if there's one thing that you don't want from me, is to be an angry boy, because when I'm angry, ooh, it gets dirty and nasty. I'm barely ever angry, dude. I'm a very, very simple mind when it gets right down to it. But anyway, as I was saying, we did add 2 new mods to the mod pack. Many people were like, hey, Tyler, external item description mod works with eternal items and revelations, so just go get it. And now you'll be able to see what all of those items do, and you've probably seen it a couple of times here on the screen. Honestly, that might have been where we used the reroll. But I think that re-rolling Firemind is the way to go here. Although having it in a devil deal could be crazy useful. I'm gonna do it here though. Just the opportunity to make, what is this? Oh, dude, this is the thing that I can't do money anymore. But I get damage up from money. I don't know. We've had it before. I don't need it. Waka Waka is bad as well. So I don't need that either. We will continue to do this floor and then hopefully re-roll that. Kind of struck out so far on all those items. But we added the external item descriptions, which is good. It's going to help us in the future here. Just to excellent work, you stupid contagion. I love it. it'll help us to just understand the items that we're dealing with a little bit more, and then we can make some educated decisions about what to take and stuff along those lines. I think it's just all positive there. And then I also added a mod that just makes better bomb graphics. Did I say made a mod? I added a mod that does better bomb graphics. It was suggested by Lord Mega in the Discord. Little shout out. He said, you know, this is the perfect thing for the series. I went, you know what? You're right. And so that's added on as well. You'll see it if we get a bunch of bomb synergies. The bombs just look a little bit better when we place them. So that's exciting. 2 new mod additions that'll be reflected in the link in the description to the mod pack. It does work now. I know it didn't work for a while. It should work now, and those changes will be documented in there, and you can play along with the exact same mod pack as moi. So that's pretty nice. But anyway, back to my life, because it's my life. It's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. Oh, then I'm gonna do. I haven't heard Bon Jovi's song in a hot minute. Virgo's good. I already have it. I'm an idiot. No, I don't have it. I have Scorpio. They look exactly the friggin' same. Okay. Virgo's fine, honestly. It's good enough. So we're not going to get any more rerolls, so it's a passive item, and I'm good with that. We'll just head on down and live our best life here. And that is good. But yeah, I've been stressed out. And it's not like the 21 Pilots stressed out where it's like, oh no, I'm an adult now. I just want to go back into my tree house to the good old days when my mama sang us to sleep and I was stressed out, all that good stuff. No, it's like I'm going to fail out of college if I don't pass this exam, kind of stressed out. So you got to bear with me. You know, you got to keep in mind that, you know, no matter what I do for YouTube and for Twitch is still just a hobby. You know, this is in no way, shape, or form a full-time job for me. I never want it to be either. I get asked that a lot. You know, I've had people ask, you know, Tyler, if you know, say like Mr. Beast pops into your stream and donates $1 million to you, what would you do? Would you stop streaming? Would you stop doing YouTube? You know, what if you became a multi-billionaire? Would you stop streaming? Would you stop doing YouTube? First of all, these are ridiculous scenarios that are never going to happen as a whole. Dude, a double tiers up is so good.
Full health.
These are scenarios that are never going to happen, so it's kind of a moot point. But no, I wouldn't stop streaming, and I wouldn't stop doing YouTube, and there's good reasons for that. I don't do this for money. It's simple as that. I do this because I enjoy doing it. It's a hobby of mine. You know, it's no different than somebody that enjoys, you know, playing an instrument. Doing this is my instrument. You know, I get pleasure out of sitting down and recording videos. It's awesome that I make a little bit of money on the side with it. And it's awesome that I get to brighten up people's day, but that's why I do it, is to brighten people's day. And because I'm gonna be playing, like my mantra was always, yeah, and this was more when I initially started recording. I mean, when I very, very first initially started recording, it was, you know, wanting to be this big YouTuber. But it was like, that's a short-sighted dream, and I figured that out very quickly. After that, it was, you know, if I'm going to sit and play video games, we're playing horrible right here. If I'm going to sit and play video games, I might as well just record it, you know, and entertain some people. And then, you know, when that was my mantra, I had no viewers, really. You know, it was 20 people that would come onto a video, or, you know, 5 people in a stream kind of thing. So, very, very different kind of situation now. So it's hard to compare it, really. But what do you got? Parasitoid is not great, but we'll deal with it. It's another tier effect, so I'm fine with that. But no amount of money is ever going to stop me from doing this. The only way that I'm stopping doing YouTube is if I legitimately, like, don't have the time to do it anymore. Don't have the, I hate this little son of a gun. And he has that brimstone shot right there that we have excellently dodged. So just stay out of direct horizontals, parallels, whatever, perpendiculars from him. That's the word I wanted. Because he can do that brimstone attack, and it is quite deadly. Don't do it. You know you want to do it, and you should not do it. You stupid boy. Getting a couple flawlesses on this guy would really improve my confidence fighting him, and that is exactly what we have received. Devil Deal is mine. It involves the nail, which is far too good to pass up because it's essentially infinite. We have no battery charges on the floor. It's essentially infinite HP, so that's good. But no amount of money is gonna make me do that, and no, I've never seen this enemy. What the hell is going on in this room? These were some brand spanking new enemies. It's fun. Enjoyed that a lot. There was a point that I was making here. It's the fact that YouTube is never my #1 priority in my life. You know, my priorities lie school, followed by Anna, followed by, you know, my family, and then followed by YouTube, which I think is fair. And, you know, when I'm not in school, it's my work that is #1. But it's never a #1 priority when you have things that are simply just more important to your life. You know, my career is more important, which means that going to class and studying for exams is more important than playing Isaac. And I know that some of you maybe, like, don't get that yet, and you will in time, but hopefully you understand. And that's just a simple reason as to why I have been away a little bit for a couple days. And I know that I've still been posting. I've been posting a lot of stream content. We've been doing a lot of streams of late. You know, a shameless plug to my Twitch, as always. You know, if you want to catch streams, then I don't stream on YouTube. I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Olexa streams. It literally in the description of every single video. But I've been doing a lot more streams because I had time for them, like, over the past couple of weeks. You know, this past week it was a little bit more difficult, so I didn't stream this weekend. But the past couple of weeks has been really, really kind to me in terms of my workload, so I've been able to stream more, and it's been a lot of fun because we've had a bunch of good stream times. But then those videos I haven't really uploaded, so you know what, please bomb this. I understand that I literally slammed my body into the fire right there. I understand that we're slowly but slowly depleting our donation machine, but in due time it'll be okay. We'll be able to get that boy back up at some point. But yeah, I forgot what the sentence was that I was in the middle of. It's late night with Tyler. You have to cut me some slack, okay? I took an exam literally 12 hours ago today, and I still have like another Isaac video after this one. You know, assuming we win, which I think is damn close to 100% at this point. And also, I was planning on doing 2 Hollow Knight videos tonight, so it's gonna be a long friggin' night for Tyler. I'll tell you that right now. We still have an item room that I would like to go find, but there's just more important stuff. So that's where I've been. Hopefully you'll understand. Stream content has been coming out because I've had a giant backlog of it. And that leads me to talk a little bit about Deltarune, which many of you have been enjoying. For those that haven't seen it, it's essentially it's not even the sequel, and it's not really a prequel either. It's an Undertale game that exists in the same universe as Undertale. It's not, like I said, it's not a sequel or prequel, so it's not, you don't really need to know the first game at all to play it. There are, hell no, there are a couple of little things that, it's very good. There's a couple of little things that are useful, and kind of like fun tidbits to know when playing Deltarune, but as a whole, the game is honestly very different from Undertale. It's not a demo, as many people also think. You know, it's kind of a showcase of a game to come, which I know, like, literally sounds like a demo, but it's a full game. It's, you know, in its entirety, to play through the entire thing 100% is probably close to, like, dude, Cursed Heart is an interesting item. So when I collect red hearts or soul hearts, there goes my phone, there's a chance I'll gain fewer hearts than collected, but increase my damage. Just because we have a way to generate hearts, I'm going to take it. And then I'm going to go. But it's a dangerous item for us to take as Blue Baby, I think. And I don't know if hearts from... that guy came right at me, dude. I don't know if hearts from our... Oh, can I make it to boss rush? This is question of the hour. Can't see the map. Don't have fantastic damage, but I got a will to live, and I will make it to boss rush. Gosh darn it. Dude, I haven't made boss rush in any of these videos yet, and it hasn't even been friggin' close. So we're about to make rotation streak history right here. I'm not in any way, shape, or form going to find boss rush in time. But that is okay. Don't you worry. It's a double frigged up key room. I have no idea what to do with that. I will go into it. It's a lot of money, which is dropping a lot of stuff. I'm also getting just even more money out of it. Look, we're not making it to boss rush. This pipe dream can die and go to hell. Unless your boy magically becomes Scout Pro 2000, we ain't making it there. Damn portals ruining my day. I have a dream now, man. I have a dream, and then I can talk about cryptography, asymmetric key encryption, and symmetric key encryption, and friggin' go to hell with it. Okay. Dum-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum. Why am I doing that right now? We are trying to make it to the boss rush. It's right here. We got a chance, dude. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. Oh, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be very, very tight on time. Right there. Come on. We got it. We so got it. Do not give me a devil deal. You didn't. Beautiful. Come on in. We got a Satanic Bible. We got a Inner Eye. Gotta take Inner Eye. Inner Eye is unique enough. And a free rune bag in our shop thing. It's called an item room to some people. But to me, it will be called the shop thing today. God damn it, you'll like it. Alright. Cool. Run got really interesting now. I know that a tears down with triple shot is not a good thing, but triple shot's a fun item. It's something that allows us to hopefully crank out some fun synergies in the near future. Have I been getting damage upgrades from Spirit Hearts? This is something that I sincerely just have not noticed. So maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Time will tell. I know exactly where I am, by the way, so this is good. Shop is up here to the right shortly. Grab that, because we knew we were gonna pass it again. Shop, and take this. It's an Ace of Hearts, don't care. And then we get the hell out of here. Very good. But no, so those of you that aren't interested in cryptography, I guess close your eyes for a little bit because I'm going to talk about it. Cryptography is interesting. It's a very fascinating subject. This is an XL floor. It is an XL floor. Honestly, like, wouldn't want it any other way. Womb XL is a top tier scenario to be in, as long as you don't give me garbage bosses slash enemies slash garbage floor layouts. But cryptography is really interesting. It's essentially the process of, you know, any data that you have, you know, whether it's, you know, your credit card that you're storing online, or, you know, even your Steam account is encrypted because the data on there, you know, your games that you own, your time played, you know, all of these things. We got a little bit of damage upgrade from that that heart there, by the way. So cursed heart doing its thing. I like it. All of that data is encrypted, and what that means is instead of storing your credit card number as, you know, 867-5309, blah 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 blah, it's gonna store it as a giant jumble of characters and letters that doesn't make any sense. And these are normally known as hexadecimal values in most cryptographic systems. And if you don't know what hexadecimal is, then frankly, don't worry about it. Although I am going to, and this is, I kind of want your guys' opinion. I asked a long time ago, and by that I mean like a week ago, in the community center on my YouTube about this. I want to make a video explaining how to read binary and hexadecimal and understand it. Just because I like to do coding tutorial type stuff on occasion on this channel, just as something like unique and different. And I'm gonna do like a binary and hexadecimal thing. So if you guys are really interested in that, then just tell me, so that I know that this is something you guys want to know about. And maybe right now you're going, I absolutely don't want to know about this, but after I talk about what I'm gonna talk about, you may be like, wow, that actually sounds really cool, and then you're gonna want to know. I don't know. I like incorporating some form of learning into my YouTube a little bit, just because. Yeah, I always say that it's good to learn something new every day. So if I can double whammy you and force you to learn something new, then hell, that's even better. We could use this black rune to the utmost of our advantage as long as we get a crappy item from this boss right here. Obviously, if it's a good item, we're just gonna take it because there's no reason not to. But if you crappy, such as not Binky. Binky's way too good to pass up here. And don't worry, I will be taking the Yara rune. That's almost a guarantee because it is just simply better than black rune. Although that's actually debatable nowadays. And depending on your run, it's debatable because if you need stat upgrades, then black rune is better. But you know what I'm saying here. The Guppy. Why not? Should we do Hush? Wow, I can't believe I'm actually considering doing Hush. I think we're gonna do Hush. I think it's a bad idea, but I think I'm gonna do it anyway, and do this. Plus, it allows me to talk about random crap for a large extended amount of time, so that's good. Give me Cricket's Head. Blood Bag is very good. It's a nice speed up, as well as, you know what? I actually don't need counterfeit blah 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 anymore. I got a good chunk of money, so we fine. And a reroll is dope here. That's interesting, but I don't think I need it. A reroll is excellent because it allows us to do some fun stuff. Familiars are consumed and replaced with a damage up. I don't want that. And I don't want Seraphim either. Magic Sponge, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought that it was something else, and then I got rid of it before I could read it. Some of Isaac's tears spawn with homing effect and lose it after a few seconds. No thanks. Libra. Libra's unique. So is the Wiz, though. It's actually a really interesting combination. Take a little Steven. Let's lay a couple of bombs down. Just for the chance of a crawl a space. No. What do you got in here? Car battery is sick. It's actually like a top tier thing here. And then this finally allows us to do a little bit of donation as well. I'm going to take a sip of water real quick to stay hydrated. We have been jammed. Not jammed as in like Parks and Rec jammed, but we have jammed the machine. We gotta figure out what we want to take. I think I'm gonna go Wiz, solely because firing out this many shots is phenomenal. However, we will never know what could have been with Libra. Could have meant a massive damage up. Could have meant a massive tears up. Could have meant a massive tears down and damage down, in which case we would be very sad. So it's kind of one of those scenarios where I went with the thing that is safe and also fun. Because if you can't tell, firing out 6 shots at a time, good time. We get ourselves a tractor beam on the chest, and we all of a sudden are Shotgun Man from Hell. And I enjoy being Shotgun Man from Hell, and we're gonna get a tears up from this this fight here because we had Eden's Blessing. I mean, but it had Eden's Blessing. We have the mod that gives us Eden's Blessing at the end of this fight. So we are totally fine. Now we just need to survive this fight, which I think is a damn near high possibility because we're not sucky at Isaac, and we've done this crap before. Parasitoid is spawning very many shots, which is also good, and many blue spiders, which is very good. Life is fantastic. Yeah, life is good. So what is cryptography? For those that don't know, so it's encrypting data. You know, everything is encrypted into these numbers and letters. It's done with these like very massive and complex math-oriented algorithms. The main, like, our standard for what is called private key encryption, which basically means that, you know, you're gonna have some data. We're gonna convert that data into essentially zeros and ones, because everything that goes into a computer is stored as zeros and ones. And I'll talk about that a little bit in the binary video, but so like, you see me talking right now, zeros and ones. I know, it's crazy in every way, but it's true. I am just zeros and ones inside of a computer. You know, we have a lot of ways to make those zeros and ones turn into stuff that's interesting, like, you know, my voice here, even though you might not be finding that interesting, but deep inside the computer is literally like a couple of lights that light up. If it lights up, it's a 1. If it doesn't light up, it's a 0, essentially. And it's not exactly that, because it's technically, it's basically voltage running around along a wire, and that's giving us zeros and ones, and then that's converting it into other stuff. It is fascinating stuff, but I'm also speaking out of my ass a little bit because I don't know hardware, but I know a little bit of hardware, but not a lot of hardware. That's not my specialty. So somebody will call me out and be like, Tyler, it's actually, you know, this, that, and that, and you're just entirely wrong all the time. And I'll be like, okay, yeah, sure, sounds good, buddy. But private key encryption basically says we're going to take your data, we're going to make it, we're going to turn it into zeros and ones, and then we're going to take like a random set of zeros and ones, just a big long set of zeros and ones, and we're going to use that to encrypt your data. And the only way that somebody is going to be able, just making sure I have everything I need, yes, the only way that somebody's going to be able to read your data is if they can get that exact same key that we've created to hide your data, basically. And you're probably like, Tyler, this doesn't sound that difficult. You know, you have, if you're able to guess the key, then you're set. You're right. However, with some of these algorithms, you're talking about a key space that is so astronomically large that there's no way to even justify being able to do that. So for instance, and I'll run by a little small example just to try to get you to understand on a grand scale how big some of these numbers are. So the encryption standard, it's known as AES, based off of the algorithm Rindal, but you don't need to know that. It uses a key that is 128 bits long. And I know that you probably don't know things on the bit level. You know things in terms of like decimal numbers, 1, 2, 3, etc. 128 bits is a lot of decimal numbers. It's a very large amount. But to even put it into more perspective, so the key space, you know, if you can have 0 or 1 as a bit, you know, bits are zeros and ones. If you can have a 0 or a 1 128 times, that means that our effective key space, meaning the number of keys possible for us to encrypt with, you know, these are the things that we're encrypting your data with. The number of keys that we can possibly have is 2 raised to the 128. You're probably like, okay, Tyler, that doesn't sound like that much. That's a massive number. Like, larger number than you can remotely imagine. To put this into perspective, so say that you have a high-end gaming computer, okay? A high-end gaming computer can handle approximately 1 million keys per second. It can try to brute force 1 million keys per second. You're probably sitting here going, okay, that's incredible. You know, this seems really, really good. If you have one computer doing 1 million keys per second, you're going to have somewhere in the, like, 6 raised to the 32nd power. 6 times 10 raised to the 32nd power number of years before you are able to finish all of the keys. That's how massive it is. We're talking like 30 times longer than the universe has been in existence. So like dinosaur time, we're talking 30 dinosaur times going on here. That's incredible. Like, this is amazing stuff. And if you don't find that amazing, then what is this? Flaming stick, quickety whack. Quickly spins around Isaac and rapidly shoots fireballs at enemies. I think I'm gonna throw all of this. What is this? Moxie's paw? Is there a Moxie transformation? I don't know what this does. Okay, it just does like a swipe. I get it. Sounds good. We don't need that in the slightest. D1, pop it just so we can get another couple I mean, honestly, we can totally break this. If I can just get a battery charge in a room, we have a very broken game. So let's get that crap whacked up and figured out. I would love to break the game right now. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit. I'm going to leave the key there as well. It's going to be very dependent on a lot of different things, but we'll figure it out. So another great way to think about this is the number of keys possible with this AES that I'm talking about. You know, these encryption mechanisms is, say that I gave you 1 billion keys. So 1 billion times 1 billion keys. And then I gave every other person on Earth 1 billion keys. Okay? Now I'm going to give every grain of sand on every beach on the Earth 1 billion keys. This is still not even half the number of keys out there possible with AES. So pretty much, you encrypt your data with AES, you are going to be safe. Like, in every way, shape, and form, your data is safe. And that's essentially all I've been studying for the past, like, I mean, like, very much in detail for the past week as I prepared for the exam. But as a whole, just in general, been studying for the semester is how these encryption algorithms work. You know, I basically know the inner mechanisms of how they're creating their stuff they're creating. And it's upper level math. I mean, it's stuff that, you know, no offense, but most of you guys are far too young to understand this math. If you've ever done anything with discrete math, then that's something that plays a part in this, is a lot of discrete math. But if you have never done discrete math, you've never worked with anything on a bit level, you have no idea what binary even is, then this stuff is way over your head. I'm just being entirely honest. And I don't mean that to be a mean thing, because, you know, if you're interested in it, then that's awesome. Like, that's awesome in every way. But I'm sorry, it's going to be very hard for you to understand. And frankly, if you guys are interested in this, just tell me and I can talk about it a little bit more in videos. I don't mind talking about this kind of stuff. Like I said, I like teaching and making you learn, and I'll be kind of teaching how to learn binary in a video coming up. I don't know when I'm going to record that, but I want to do it soon. So sometime soon, you'll get it, and we'll be able to have a fun little time with that. But yeah, I've been stressed. Dealing with that has been a journey and an old half. And it's been a fun journey. I mean, I enjoy learning, I enjoy studying, but it can be stressful for Tyler. And stressful it hath been. I'm not going to do this yet. I want to at least, you know, and I know we're not going to get a battery charge. This dream's dead. However, I will do my due diligence, man. There's a chance. There's always a chance. Just one battery charge dropping could be so good. Epiphora is actually also a very good item for us. I know that sounds weird because I don't normally like Epiphora, but when you have a low rate of fire, Epiphora can be very useful. And we got times where we're hitting 1 rate of fire now with Epiphora. Are you seeing this crap on the screen? It's actually incredible. Holy crap. I popped AWAS. Didn't need to do that. Okay, open these. I took Lil Loki. I just took Fecal Freak, which is also a, it's a Tears Up, I believe. Gasoline. I don't know what half of this crap's doing, so just YOLO it. I had a per throw somewhere, but it's too late now. Just go. I have no idea what Fecal Freak is doing. I know that it fires the opposite of where I want to fire. But let's get Epiphora back up and running so that we can get this whack billion tears thing rolling. Yeah, okay. We're back on track here. Excellent. It's like little tiny cucumbers coming out of the sky, which is not something that you ever really want to say. Tiny cucumbers coming out of the sky when you're playing Isaac. But yeah, I mean, we actually friggin' melted this, man. What a good run. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then as always, hit a like on the video as that helps me out a good amount. I appreciate it. Sorry again for the Isaac series being gone for a couple of days, but we're back, and we back, and we back. That's a Blue Baby run complete. We'll be hopping in next episode as Eve, which is not a bad character. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. You have a good day. Bye-bye.